Okay, ladies and gentlemen, panel 4, marketing. Now, marketing's where it all starts, right? Marketing is before sales. A lot of people write it off, but it is an incredibly important subject. And even in my own experience, you can spend a lot of money with the wrong people, or you can spend half that with the right people and have a very, very large difference in the result. And even just in my own mind, so 2.5 years ago, a group of marketing people in Cyprus called Conversion Pros have kicked off a small conference for the retail foreign exchange industry, which has become this. So a little clever marketing goes an incredibly long way if you're dealing with the right people. So without further ado, I'm going to now introduce Erez Romas, Editor-in-Chief, Forex Magnates, to ask a lot of marketing questions of our panel.
Hi, everybody. The brave ones who dared to appear after lunch. I guarantee that you will, it will pay off, don't worry. The session is called a marketing brainstorming session. The idea is to not just have like a regular discussion, but to actually try and give the audience tools for them to understand exactly how crucial marketing is. Now, I would like to have this discussion under two, let's say, basic assumptions. The first one is pretty much as John stated, your product can be as good as it gets. I mean, it can be really the best in the market, but without proper marketing, I think it is possible to say that it will, with certainty, fail. That's the first assumption. The second assumption is that marketing itself, that word, has many components, one of which is diversification. I mean, you can't look at it as one big thing. And within diversification, we have geographical diversification. So this panel will concentrate on everything that has to do with marketing from an Asian perspective, from marketing to the Asian market. Now, we have gathered panelists from different types of business in the FX industry. So I think we will simply let them introduce themselves and their companies. We would like to start with you, Ken.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Ken. I'm from Global E Solutions, and we are helping the company that doing business in China's, Asia Pacific, and Japan as well. So we would like to share some idea and see whether it's help, but I'm not really from marketing. I'm from programming side, okay?
Yeah. Different types of, from the aspects, yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is John Lewis, CMO of Conversion Pros. We're a marketing agency. I think many of you know us, I think, as the Expo company, or as a company that founded IFX Expo International in Cyprus, but we also do a lot more. We do marketing. We have our own product development team, and we also have the expos, which is part of our business units, and partnerships. So we also are relaunching, we're rebranding our company today, launching the 4 different business units that we offer. We offer marketing, products, expos, and partnerships. And look forward to discussing about marketing today in today's panel.
Hello, hi everybody. My name is Luis Sanchez. I'm the Vice President at Lucas Copybank. First of all, I would like to say thank you to Erez for the invitation. Thanks for the organizers as well. We are a Swiss bank based in Geneva. We are here, as everybody with you, to share a little bit of our experience on the marketing side. As Erez mentioned it, sometimes you have a great product, sometimes it's not so good, but the way you advertise it, the way you get it to the clients, and the way you make them understand and feel it, the added value side sometimes is more important as the product itself. So it's a combination of two things. we are here just to try to do our best and share our experience with you. Thank you.
My name is Shai Hamama. I'm a VP at MarketSpulse. We're binary options platform providers. Our main market today is Southeast Asia or Asia Pacific in general, Japan, Indonesia, Australia, and I'm here to share our experience so far with marketing of binary options and how it combines with marketing of FX and online trading in general.
Good afternoon. I'd like to thank all of you, first of all, for joining us for this panel. My name is Mohsin Jamil. I'm the founder, CEO of TradeNext Limited. We are based out of London, regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. Our background is basically we are an Asian-owned firm. We are based in India, and we cover a large market share in the Asian market. We are doing a lot of financial business in India. We've got a banking license, and we are selling a lot of financial product like asset management, mutual fund, and we are also we have got a semi-banking license where we're offering, saving and current account to all the middle-class income people in India. We are basically a diversified group, so not only the financial sector, but we are also in a real estate. We are also in a film production as well. And I think we firmly believe that in order to reach the mass audience in the Asia market, I think these sources is a very prominent source to reach the mass audience. We've introduced a mobile payment channel because I think Asia is a place which been heavily dominated by the mobile operators, and nowadays everybody has got a mobile in country like India and China. So we have introduced an e-wallet system where mobile work as an e-wallet for people across India, cutting the middleman out of the market completely and connecting all the people directly to the firm. So I mean, we are offering all product right from FX to the local stocks and shares in this region. Thank you.
As Mohsin said, mobile is indeed crucial, and we're going to get to that point later on in the discussion. Now, I would like to start with a more general question, basically talking about the potential of marketing FX products and companies in the Asian markets. I would like to start with you, Shai. Can you tell us a little bit about when MarketSpulse recognized the potential? Where in Asia did you see the potential, and how did you pursue it?
Okay, so our experience in Asia started in 2010 in Japan. The Japanese market, as you probably know, is the world's largest online trading market. I think according to the last Forex Magnets report, it's almost equals the worldwide trading volume outside Japan is almost equal to the volume in Japan. So it's quite a big market. And in 2010, the regulations in Japan started to tighten up, and that's created a window of opportunity for a new trading tool to come and to offer a new way of trading for brokers to offer their clients. And this was the stage when we recognized this opportunity, and we started to pursue it, looking for the first broker in Japan that would work with a company from outside Japan on a new product that was still back then in the market almost unknown. We had to do a lot of adjustments in the system, and in order to meet the requirements of the Japanese market. Ever since, we've been working in several other markets in Asia, and every market is, you can say, unique. It has its own features and its own preferences, and you must meet them.
So if, for example, I'm going to stop you for a minute, you're talking about Japan, that you recognize the potential, but for example, we sit in Israel, and I mean, what do we know about Japan? I mean, how do we even approach them in that specific sense? How did you manage to overcome such obstacle? What were the tools that you used in order to successfully market to them?
Okay. So Japan was, in a sense, approaching the companies, B2B marketing was quite easy. Everyone or most of the companies are regulated. Everything is well listed. You need to get a good Japanese speaker because otherwise you won't get anywhere. And you start to offer them the idea. So that was the easy part. The hardest part was to make them understand that they can trust you and that you can meet all their needs and all their requirements in the long run. Even though you're in Israel, even though you're far away from them, even though you're not a Japanese company and Japanese is not your native language. And that was the big challenge in Japan. But if we take, for example, Indonesia as another example for a market that we had to penetrate and to open for business. So again, we found an Indonesian speaking employee to work with us. We had to go over there. You have to first understand the market. How does the payment method work? What are exactly the regulation of the BAPTI? What would the traders prefer? What kind of mobile device are they using? And once you come to a broker with a complete solution and you show them that you understand their needs and what their client needs are, then you're in a much better position to enter this market and to sell our platform there. So that's pretty much main things you need to come. You have to understand the market in order to success in it.
Mm-hmm. Luis, can you elaborate a little bit about where did Dukascopy see potential and how did they seek it?
Yes, hi. We start thinking that we should enter to the Asian market in 2007. So we start preparing our project in 2007, but unfortunately in 2008, the law, the regulations in Switzerland changed. So we need to apply for a banking license. At that time, we were a broker. So all of our efforts were focused on obtaining this banking license in order to continue. So basically, at the end of the day, we got the banking license in 2010. So then that's when we started realizing that we need to continue our business in Asia. So we focus in two main places as you, in Japan and in Singapore. We focus these two scenarios. Because we were not willing to enter directly, what we did is we tried to see partners over there to provide our technology directly, partners as a white label solution. But when we approach to these partners, we need to have the complete solution for the market. In the case of Japan, for example, we need to apply our reporting system the way that they wanted to have, the way that the platform has been structured on the language that they have to be structured as well. But it's not only about providing them the solution for the trading and us as Dukascopy J-Forex platform to enter to the market. It was something else needs to be done. We need to give them something more in order that the clients will be happy. So, for example, we created a television. So we have a TV, and we provide a white label of the TV. So basically what happens, normally a client goes to the web page, downloads the demo, opens an account, and then he downloads the platform, he trades, and he doesn't go back again to the web page. So every effort that many companies and brokers are doing on changing the web page, on trying to advertise new products on the page, it doesn't work for the existing clients because they don't go back, because they already have the platform, they're already trading. So we give them, for example, in this case, TV in 6 languages, and people go back to their pages using to see the TV, to see the news, to see what's happening, to see interviews, to see, even we're going to do an interview of you guys of Forex Miners one day. So people will be able even to see, and the idea is, for example, next year maybe this same panel or all the other panels can be streamed on the TV. So this is how we approach. We give them other collateral things so the client can come back to the page. We just created as well a community. So what happens? Traders are there, traders are alone, traders don't know who to talk to. So we create a community so all these people can register in the community directly in our partners. So in this community that now we have like 45,000 members, you can chat, you can interact, but it's not only that. For example, let's say I'm a trader, but I'm not so good in strategies. We created games like love letters, so you can write a letter or you can write about any article that you want. So it's a diversification of materials and content that the trader can have in order to be feeling the appreciation that the product by itself is there to trade like any other product on any other platform, but that this specific company is providing me something more.
Did you research that? I mean, did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
We realized this years ago. It's amazingly because when we did it, at the beginning, we have, for example, in TV, only 3 guys, and the day they announced us that we're going to do this TV thing, half of the bank said, or 95 said, are we doing what? Yes, television. TV, screen, studio, yes. So 3 years or 4 years after today, it's a huge machine, and it gives you this thing that the brokers need, this thing that the clients are looking for. It's not only provide me an online trading platform and that's it, or CFDs or any other financial instrument. Give me something that I can watch, give me something I can see, give me something different. And next step, for example, if I'm too long, let me know because I speak a lot. We have created an application of the TV itself as a mobile version. So now you can download the TV on your mobile branded on our partners. So it doesn't even appear as. So now the partner is giving to their clients a mobile application so they can see TV. So when they're in the train, when they're outside, they can still be refreshed and updated of what's going on. So
You're
this is
focusing basically on an experience-based marketing method, which is indeed an important component. Now, Mohsin, can you tell us a little bit about, let's say, talk a little bit about the potential that you saw in the Asian market, but specifically about a hurdle or something that was specifically difficult to overcome when trying to market to the Asian markets?
I think all of us know today that Asia is the fastest growing market, and that's the fact. Half of the retail market is based out of Asia, and we are an Indian-owned firm, so we have a root from Asia. We have seen the market very closely, and we know the psychology of the customer. We have seen many brokers from the Western world gone to the Asian countries trying to establish their brokerage firm, but most of them have not been able to survive. I think there are a couple of reasons behind it. Stringent regulation, again, understanding the structure of the country, especially people are not that educated, So when I started this company in 2010, I realized that there's a huge gap between the Western world and the Asian market. And I think we can fill that gap because we have the expertise in that market. We know the market, we know the client very well. And therefore we started. Yes, we have faced a lot of hurdles in terms of regulation, and everybody faced because these products are not highly regulated, if I'm talking about India. But if you take Hong Kong and Singapore, they are well developed, and OTC derivative products are very familiar in these markets. So, yeah, I mean, the customer was not properly educated. They have become more speculative in nature. And the reason behind it is the interest rate in India has gone down. So people who have got money in their saving account, they just wanted to get rid of it because they were not making any money out of it. So they want to speculate. They want to trade somewhere. The local domestic market doesn't have that volatility. So people don't want to just trade on the local market. The awareness of FX was there, so people want to jump on it, and so there's so many brokers around the world who has already entered. They've tried to capture the market somewhere. So the awareness was there, and people was trying to choose the right partner to trade FX. And I think there we came into picture and thought, look, we can build up a proper infrastructure between UK and India, and then we can cater the market.
I think there are two main points that both Luis and Mujin indicated. And that is content and educational content and content in general. And the second thing is the ability to interact clients with each other, or traders with each other, and traders with the broker. And these two things are, I think they're very important worldwide, but we see from our brokers how important they are, especially in Asia. And when Mujin talked about a market that is looking to be educated and looking for this educational material, looking to know more, how would the interest rate affect the different rates of the different currencies? How will it affect the gold or the commodities trading? And these are, we see, very important things also in binary options. People are looking to be educated, and 10 times more even in Asia.
Ken, I would like to hear from you about the potential that you recognize, because I know that you helped pushing your business.
Okay, before everyone fall asleep, I want to share something that interesting because
Don't insult us, Ken.
I'm not marketing people, so there's something funny I want to share because many booker comes to us and ask us the problem, okay, how to do the business in China and how to make money, okay, and then
You're going to tell them how to make money?
of course.
Okay.
I can't say that because I'm an IT guy. Okay. First of all, I think is for marketing itself in Asian markets is a different segment. This is more or less agent based. Okay. Many agents will help you to find the right kind. So first of all you need to get a good agent. Okay. Whether you had a good IP is very important. Whether you had a fair scheme to share the profit or share the result with them is very important. Another thing is that for the agents, they will more or less for agent, I think is they need to touch, okay, see the thing face to face, okay. So in the past, whether you are able to play the golf, okay, if you're able to play the golf, maybe you know the high net worth client, okay. Nowadays, maybe the rules is changing. For example, in China, the government control a lot of stuff. If you are inside the golf club, maybe you will be in trouble. Okay. Nowadays, they are switching to pay the chess. Okay. Whether you are able to pay a chess and win their officer. If you're able to win the officer and then continue to play the chess with them, maybe you're able to get the client. Okay. This is so funny that I heard. Okay, and for us, we start our business in 2003, and we start with those kind, not in China, but willing to do the business in China. So we not know the details of how they get the thing done. Okay.
And how someone from outside of China, for example, you're saying that choosing the agent is the most crucial thing.
Yeah.
What are the main things that one must notice in order to
Okay,
to
for
know
the
that?
agent
There are
itself,
so many, I'm sure.
I think they need to be responsible. They need to explain and ask for the opinion of the client. If they are trading on behalf of the client and that without the consent of the client and they withdraw all the money, then it doesn't make sense. They need to ask the customer to be responsible for the client position instead of helping to turn around in all the directions. Okay.
I would like to add here, Iris. I think I agree with Ken in this point.
Yeah.
Because Asia is driven by IBs.
Yeah.
Actually. There's very little awareness within the end customer in the Asian market. And the whole market has been spoiled. You know, if you look at the overall scenario of the Asian market, being spoiled by, by many brokers and the IBs, the way they have projected the FX as a whole in there.
Yeah.
I think now, thanks to social media, where so much awareness is going out in the market. And now the brokers are trying to reach the end audience straight away. Like in our case, we have launched this mobile technology, a mobile platform where we were trying to get all the end customer get connected to us directly rather than having a middleman in between. Okay. And through that technology, I mean, we're trying to push our FX, our local stocks. So they have a mobile work as an e-wallet, or you can say as an M-wallet, where people can then, maneuver their money around, whether they want to take an exposure in FX or they want to take an exposure in the local market. So I think this is really, really a key in this market.
Yeah, I agree with that. The system itself, if it is streamlined enough to make the overhead minimized, then it will help to get the business done quite efficiently. Okay, and such as mobile trading as well as online portal for the agents to see their performance and their underlying client.
John?
Yeah, no, I think we've had some very interesting things being mentioned by the esteemed panelists here. I think content syndication, I think, is key, just as Louis said, to bring back users to your website, because it's not just about increasing your conversions and acquisitions, but gaining that traffic to come back. Now we know that the Asian market has been driven by IBs for many years. You know, we've seen many brokers grow pretty much departments from 5 salespeople up to 100 salespeople just in the Asian market, predominantly on IBs. But I think you can't be a one-trick pony in this market. You have to try different strategies. And just as Moshin said, mobile is huge. You know, we had a discussion with Google the other day, and they said most of their growth is coming from mobile. You know, so I think if you're not mobile, if you're not mobile friendly, I mean, we've seen so many websites of our clients. They come to us. First thing we do is, let's look at your website on mobile. Doesn't work. So how are you gaining, you know, acquisitions? Or so I think what you have to do is really figure out who you're trying to target, and then you know, scale it back and figure out the right way to communicate to that audience. And you can't be a one-trick pony. You can't just focus on IBs or focus on, you know, one thing. I think it's you know, the right marketing strategy and mix of things is what's going to actually deliver the best effect for you. So I think everything we mentioned here so far, content, TV, and also I think what Louis said, sometimes the craziest ideas are the best ideas. So, I mean, when we first talked about doing a B2B expo in this industry, a lot of people said, you know, we were crazy. And yeah, so I mean, we're here. This is the second show with Forex Magnets. So I think, you know, we just have to keep that in mind. You know, if a marketing guy comes to you with a crazy idea, listen to them and think about it before you shoot it down.
How did you, okay, saying that it's a crazy idea, okay, it's a fact, and I think that what's happening outside is a proof that the idea paid off. But elaborate a little bit about, okay, taking this crazy idea and translating it into actions. How do you do it? How did you do it, for example?
So, I mean, you have to, obviously you have to put a plan together. So obviously you have to have a strategy to get attendees to come. You need to then, you know, look on how you're going to get to that audience. And obviously, you know, the support of the industry was there. It was just a matter of connecting those two parts and finding the right channels to communicate that out there. But I mean, most of the people here want to know how to, you know, get retail clients. And, you know, it's a completely different ballpark there. So, you know, I think, like we said, you have to focus on education. I think IBs is a great thing, but if you can do local presence, some kind of seminars, workshops, I think is really key. And I think, you know, something that's important, just like, is making sure that the IBs that represent your brand are representing your brand properly. They're not